Hello all, and welcome back to a foray into my childhood. Now, before I start this next episode, I should uh, go over a couple of games one of which I should probably talked about before last episode, but didn't. Maybe it's more thematically appropriate that way. And it is Fractions. I believe it was Fractions 2. I don't know if I still have the cartridges anywhere. But the full name of it was Electrifying Fractions 2, so, yeah, electrical themed. You get something right, and a bolt of electricity goes up into the bottom of an incandescent bulb, or something like that. The other one is Moon Patrol. And maybe you saw it in the arcades if you are as old as I am. But anyway, you control a land-based vehicle going over the surface of the moon. You'd have to jump craters, shoot or jump rocks, shoot or jump ground-based enemies. Definitely shoot the sky-based enemies. A couple of different kinds would drop bombs that would hurt you directly. Others would drop, I don't know, some kind of bombs that would create craters, and then you'd have to jump over those. Today's game, however, is yet another math education game like the first one, and it's called Multiplication 1. Whereas Addition and Subtraction 1 had an aesthetic that had to do with rockets, this game has a magic show theme to it. Bunny, flowers, and the letters in the title, The Magic of Multiplication 1. Author, Thomas Hartzig. This one has 8 activities. Start with equal groups. A bird floats up before each activity, showing you that 2 groups of 3 bunnies equals 6. It's the same as adding 3 plus 3. Two times 3 equals 6. And now, showing that instead of 2 groups you have 3, and instead of 3 bunnies in each group, there are 2. But since it's the same numbers, it's still the same product, no matter how you group them. So, like addition. No. How many groups? 4 groups of 3 bunnies each equals 12. And unlike the addition and subtraction 1 game, it'd be really hard for a multiplication game to keep it under 2 digits, at least for the final answer. And square number here. Good work. I guess it has to go all that way out because no, that doesn't make sense either. Maybe it's to keep the, I don't know, because there's a possibility that the number of groups might be 9, not on this activity, but in the game as a whole. Yeah. Transitive property multiplication. And now I don't have to tell them how many groups there are or how many items are in each group. I'm just going to go straight to the product. Alright, we come to the end of this activity. Now we're going to get 0 to 5. Get to the multiplicative property of 1s and the multiplicative property of 0. 1. No groups of 2. Four groups of 1. 5 groups of 0. 1 group of 3. Finally multiplying 1 by itself. And we're done with that activity. There we did get 0 times 0, did we? Factor 6 to 9. And now, instead of bunny rabbits, we got the flowers. The actual flower part of the flower. $56. 56 equals 7 times 8. And showing again that it is the same whether the groups are one number or the other, and whether the number of vitamins in each group are the other or one. multiplying integers by 9 is neat because you always get an answer whose digits add up to 9, although you may have to add the digits together again in order to get there. Okay. I think they called that the digital root in 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. That was the sound of me moving something so that I wouldn't be running my left hand into it every time I typed. Why I didn't already have that moved out of the way when I knew I'd be recording, I don't know. But there you go. And we're done with the activity. Multiply another way. I think this is the same as that other activity in addition and subtraction 1, showing what it looks like in vertical format. And also like dispensing with the objects and just going completely into the abstract world of numbers. And that was me imploding some synovial fluid or something. Whatever that actually is. Otherwise known as popping my fingers. I don't know that activity. How many in all? Two hats. 0 flowers in each. Zero flowers in all. No. I guess we're expressing things as word problems now. Because you'll need to be able to do these even when they're not nice and laid out in a mathematical expression. And we're done with that. I don't think they ever got to like 0 hats. I don't know, 6 in each. Complete the box. I think this is going to be a multiplication table. No, it's not. It's or at least it's not the kind of table I was envisioning. I guess in some fashion it is a round table. Pick a number. Oh, I don't know. I will point out that it excluded 0 and 1 from the possibilities, probably because it would be too easy. Maybe 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, or 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Thank you. No, let's move on. We get that now. Review the facts. Oh, that's right. I remember that. Get an answer right, and one audience member stands up. So you have a visual representation of how far through this activity you are. sort of like the stars at the end of addition and subtraction 1. And we've got the entire front row. Oops. Brain farts. Oh well. Had one in the previous take where I miscounted how many were in a row. Or maybe how many groups there were, or whatever it was. Pay due attention, self. So one of the easiest questions too, other than when one of the factors is 0 and one of the factors is 1. That's just kind of embarrassing. The end, yay! And that's the end of that. I completely forgot to mention that the reason I'm not doing fractions, I think it was 2 and Moon Patrols, because they weren't included in the collection. So anyway, I will see you next time.